What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. My name is Ty. This is Tim. Today is obviously an AMA. We have these every week at 4 p.m. Pacific time. We do have a Bitcoin stream on Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific. But yeah, without further ado, Tim, let's just get right into it. Answer any questions you guys may have. For those of you guys who are new, these streams are just designed to answer any questions you guys have and show you guys visually on how to connect, how to do anything related to Ledger. So let's just get right into it. What questions do we have?
All right. Looks like Angie Barrett is got a bunch of questions. Let's just start at the top here. So you're asking, I have something went wrong. Please check your hardware wallet recovery phrase error. Yeah, very common. Let's see. You also went on to restore the recovery phrase. I do not get the welcome screen. Asked for PIN. Told to contact you. So on the PIN issue that you described, the only time that would be an issue is if your Nano was fresh out of the box and you had never set it up yet, and then you plug it in and it asks you for a PIN, and it's like, well, I never set this thing up. How can it ask me for a PIN? In that situation, it'd be okay to contact us, and we'd want to work and try to figure out what happened, whether your Nano was pre-set up in advance by someone who might have intercepted it, or what might have happened there. But as long as your Nano is already set up, then plugging it in, it should ask you for your PIN. That is expected behavior. You need to use your PIN to unlock your device anytime you plug it in. But the wrong recovery phrase error message, that will pop up anytime you're trying to access an account that was created with a different recovery phrase. So let's switch here to Ledger Live so we can kind of show you more what we're talking about. So we got this Ledger plugged in right here, this Nano S Plus. And this one is actually the owner of every single account that I have here in Ledger Live right now. So all these accounts were created from this Nano. And so if we were to plug in this Nano and try to access one of these accounts.
Do you want to plug in that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go for it. The Nano X has a different recovery phrase than the Nano S Plus. They're totally different wallets. Totally different recovery phrases. So trying to do anything with any of these accounts, we'll throw this error message and we'll show it to you here in a minute. Oh, we're in? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
So
we'll just do it real easy. You just go, oop. Easy. Okay. And then we get the dreaded recovery phrase error message. So it looks like you're trying to swap XRP to XLM. And it allows you to send XLM to an external wallet. And you want to swap the XRP to XLM in the same wallet. Hang on a second. All right, so it sounds like please correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like you're getting this error message during a swap process. If that's the case, then the most likely reason is that either so you said you were able to send your XLM out.
So XRP account.
So the XRP account is was likely added to Ledger Live with either a previous recovery phrase that you had, if you ever change your recovery phrase, or with a different Nano that has a different recovery phrase. You can't perform swaps in Ledger Live between accounts that were created from different recovery phrases. So that would be why you would be getting that error message in this case. So if you have any more information to add, drop it down in the comments below, and we'll wrap around and we'll readdress it. But it sounds like, based on what I'm seeing here, the information that you provided. Hang on a second. There might be more, actually. Let me see. XP telling me that Nano has. Yeah, for sure.
The XRP account.
Yeah, it's going to be your XRP account. Yeah, from what it looks like.
Yeah, because Angie, if you try to send from the XRP account, you'll get the same message. If you try to receive, you'll get the same message. Mm-hmm. So any transactions from that specific XRP account, you're going to get that message because you don't have the correct recovery phrase loaded on your current ledger that's plugged into your Ledger Live at the moment.
Yeah. And so the only way to get around that would be to find the 24 words that were used to derive your XRP account and import those back into a Nano. And then you would be able to create an XLM account from that Nano and swap for it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so you would need that recovery phrase.
Right. Yeah, there's really nothing we can do.
Yeah. Yep. But we can help you troubleshoot it, though. So if you have more information and stuff, feel free to drop it, and we'll wrap around to it. Cool. Looks like Angie and Cruz were having a conversation. Yep. All right, cool. Get down. I don't see any questions from Cruz. But Cruz, if you have questions, feel free to drop them. Let's see. All right, cool. All right.
Cruise.
Here we go. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh no. Sell. No. So Cruise, the only asset that can be sold in Ledger Live is Bitcoin.
Right.
And that's just based on what our providers are able to offer. We're hoping that there will be more in the future, but it's going to be up to the providers that we're partnered with.
Right. But you can swap though.
You
can swap.
Yes.
So the only asset that you can sell is Bitcoin, but let's say you want to sell any crypto for fiat, just exchange like XRP to Bitcoin and then sell Bitcoin.
Right.
And then you could get those funds fiat transferred to your bank. So
Yep.
it's a multi-step process. I personally think it may be easier to move your funds in exchange and then liquidate it on there and then all to your.
Yep. All right, cool. Let's see. Andres, will there be a Stacks update? Yes, Stacks update will be coming out soon.
Yep. Soon.
Yep. I don't have an exact date, but it will be very, very soon. So monitor your email address that you use to place the pre-order.
She only has one wallet and one nano.
All right. So Angie has not changed the phrase or nano. Let's see.
I think since it's the Nano S, I'm assuming, Angie, that you may have purchased it a while ago and you may have forgotten. Only, at some point in time, something went wrong and you may have generated your account and then you did a firmware update and you generated a brand new recovery phrase. It's really hard to pinpoint, but we know the only way you can ever get that error message is if the incorrect recovery phrase is currently on your Ledger device. If you decide to add a new XRP account, you'll have no problem. But yeah, as far as that existing XRP account, something went wrong in the process.
Yeah, and one way you can test it, Angie, without like doing much, is go to here. Let me switch to we're in Ledger Live. Yeah. So you can go to Ledger Live. I think. Okay, I don't have my XRP. Oh, that's fine.
You gotta add it.
Yeah, I already have it. Oh, let's plug in the right nano. Yeah. Got that? Yeah. Thanks.
Good.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add an XRP account.
And Ledger Live will obviously sync that XRP account.
Yeah.
Boom.
So if you go through the process to add your XRP account and it looks like this, where you see your balance of XRP here, and if it's already added to Ledger Live, it'll actually be grayed out right here. And if it gives you the option to add XRP2, then you will know for certain that the XRP account is tied to that nano. And so maybe there could be something else going on that we haven't identified yet. So I would go through the add account steps. However, if you go through the add account steps and it only gives you one option for one account to add, XRP1 with a balance of 0, then it's new. You'll know for certain that this nano has not been used to create an XRP account in the past. All right, cool. I'm going to add it.
Yeah,
me as well.
I did.
Cool. All right. Have you heard anything about Lightning support?
I don't think Lightning support works with Ledger.
Yeah.
Or hardware wallets in general.
Yeah, it's really tricky. Lightning's tricky. So Picasso with Lightning is basically it's a different layer that you would. I'm gonna completely simplify it. It's very complex. Lightning is very complex. But basically, how it works is when you have a Lightning wallet, you actually have to deposit funds into that Lightning wallet, and then you can use that to move around the Lightning network. And then the Lightning network settles transactions like in huge batches, like for one big transaction to settle like a whole bunch of little micro transactions that occur within the network. And so it's not really too compatible with hardware wallets right now, because the hardware wallet's designed to let you broadcast transactions directly to the Bitcoin network to get processed. And so it would require a huge revamp and a huge addition to Ledger Live to be able to support that. We'd have to run our own Lightning node in order to do that.
I don't think any hardware wallet supports the Lightning network.
None that I know of. Yeah,
the infrastructure isn't there yet.
Yeah, but I can say that we are a very Bitcoin friendly company, and so it's not off the table. I just don't have the technical expertise to be able to tell you definitively if it's going to happen or not. Yep.
Cool.
Let's see.
And no problem, Cruz.
Yeah.
Cruz says, thanks, guys.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no worries, Cruz. Yeah.
Solana USDC.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You want
Okay.
to?
Yeah, you want it? Yeah.
Yeah. So, in terms of support, I think you mean within Ledger Live. I don't believe we support tokens on Solana yet, but as you know, all assets are on the blockchain. So if you decide to send USDC to your Solana or your Ledger Solana wallet address, you'll just have to use Phantom or a third-party wallet that supports it. Because Ledger Live you just can't visualize the funds in Ledger Live or USDC on Solana, so that means you can't manage it. But your USDC is still secured by your ledger, right? You'll just have to manage it. Party wallet.
Actually, Zerion.
Zerion
supports Solana.
Zerion.
Yeah, Zerion supports
Okay.
Solana.
You want to show?
Yeah, let's do. I have a Solana account. I got some SPL tokens.
Yeah. So Zerion is an app that is built in Ledger Live.
Yeah.
It's not directly.
Yeah,
Ledger Live.
It's in the Discover section.
Discover
so it's
section.
Like the app
Yeah.
section.
Let's show 'em.
Yeah. So here's my Solana account real quick. You can see I got, a little bit of Sol in here.
Stake some Solana.
Yeah, I got a little bit staked right here.
Just for testing purposes.
Yeah. But it doesn't show any tokens or any NFTs or anything else that might be in this wallet because Ledger Live itself can't see it.
Yep.
But you go here to the Discover tab. Scroll. Looks like it's frequently used.
Yeah, you use it a
Zerion.
lot.
I use it a lot. But if you go all the way down to the bottom, you'll find Zerion.
Yeah. So to answer your question, it's not supported in the accounts tab, but
Yes.
Within the Discover tabs area, then you can view your USDC on Solana.
Yep. You can click on this drop down right here, and then 12 networks supported. Let's click on Solana. And this is actually the first time so all networks.
I think you got to go here, change accounts.
Change account. Yep. Let's see. It says it's supported.
Be supported in Ledger Live.
I've
I've never tried it.
Yeah, I just assumed it was. Never actually looked. All right, so for Solana, scrap Zerion.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back out.
Yeah.
Let's do this instead.
Let's just show them Phantom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll go pull up Chrome real quick. I'm gonna open up Phantom.
And I have the Solana app open. Make sure you guys have blind sign enabled. All you do is go to the Solana app settings, allow blind sign, and make sure it's on yes.
Yeah, number one issue with people using the Solana app outside of
Right.
Ledger Live. But yeah, you can see here, it's got my Solana minus the staked. So there's minus the 0.5 that's staked. I got these Access Protocol, which was like a CoinGecko drop that I got a while back. And then here is my NFTs. Yeah.
Cyberpunks.
Yeah, just random.
Yeah.
Just a show. But this is the exact same Solana account that was in Ledger. And it even says Ledger 1 right here. If you go up here, you can go to add, connect hardware wallet.
Yep.
And then connect. It's got that.
Yeah.
Nano S Plus. Connect that.
Boom.
Boom. We're going to go ahead and continue. And we want to do Solana. So right now what it's doing is it sent a request into the Nano and it said, hey, can you please derive the public wallet addresses for any account associated with your secret private keys that you have inside the device. That's all done within the device. And the only information that's shared back with Phantom is the public wallet address.
Exactly.
So then you
Select
can select accounts.
Yep.
I already got this one. I can add more if I want to. I'm not going to though.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm just not even going to add that.
Yeah, because you already have your Solana one.
I already have my main one. My Solana Ledger 1 account's already in there, so
it's
let
not
me
going
add
to give
it.
you option.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how you add your account into Phantom, and then you'll be able to manage it just like that.
Yep. Cool. Angie.
Here we go.
Angie's asking, should she reset the name?
Okay, so Angie, you're saying that you did try to add accounts and it's showing your balance and the original account holding XRP. Well, then that's like a pretty definitive sign that your XRP account is tied to that Nano.
Okay.
So
tried sending maybe.
Yeah, so maybe I would go and do the same thing now with XLM and see if it adds a different XLM account than you have in there. It's not seeming likely at this point because you mentioned that pretty adamantly. You mentioned that you have not change your nano, like your recovery phrase, or you don't have a different nano. So I guess it's possible that something could be going on.
Well, I think what may be happening is she may be confused with the XRP account already appearing. So maybe she should remove the XRP account and re-add.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah,
Because
possibly.
like you want to show them in Ledger Live if you remove your XRP account and then re-add the same account here.
Yeah.
Just for more clarity, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Just remove your XRP. Yep. So what Tim's doing is he's going to remove the XRP account. This has no impact on your funds. Like I mentioned before, right? All your assets are on the blockchain. Let's open the XRP app. So that account with the 26 XRP, I believe, will reappear as soon as he goes through the add account process. Yep, and it reappears. So I don't know if that's what you're doing, Angie. If that's what's happening, then yeah, you should have access to that specific XRP account.
Yeah, and if there is some weird thing happening, I guess the place we usually start would be making sure that everything's up to date, because when Ledger Live gets too far out of date, it's more prone to throw error messages and more prone to error out just in general, because it doesn't have the latest software to communicate properly with all the different blockchains and all the different functions within Ledger Live. So if you go up here to the little gear icon in the top right corner and you click on About, make sure you're on Ledger Live version 2.66.0, which is the latest version. If you're on an earlier version than that, I would definitely update to the latest version and then see if maybe like it helps clear things up. Like maybe your Ledger Live is just kind of bugging out a little bit.
Yep.
But if you go through all this and you're up to date, definitely open up a support ticket so we can get your Ledger Live logs from you, and then we can give it to our developers so they can kind of deep dive and like see like what might be throwing this error message, if in fact your accounts are tied to the same recovery phrase.
And you want to show them how to update Ledger Live if they're too outdated?
Yeah. There is a situation with Ledger Live where if you're on a really old version, like if you haven't updated in a while, you may even see an update available at the top, but when an orange banner. But when you go to click on install, just nothing happens, or it won't download or it won't install. And so if you do run into that issue, then the best thing to do is just to go back to
Ledger.com.
Down. So this is our official download page. So you can re-download and install it from here, and it'll override the current version you have and just get it updated to the latest version. And it'll keep all your app data too. So I'll go ahead and drop this in the chat. Official download. All right, cool. Yeah, let us know how that goes. But yeah, if you're still getting that like error message, and you know for certain you went through, you add both your XLM and XRP accounts, and you've confirmed like, no, these are being created from the same nano, same recovery phrase. Definitely open up a support ticket. Yeah, because we're gonna want to deep dive that for sure. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Pirushatam Sapkoda. Man, I'm really sorry. I know that I butchered your name. Anyways, why can't I swap DOVU to ETH in Ledger Live? Well, the easy answer to that before we look anything up is that most likely DOVU is not supported by one of our swap providers in Ledger Live.
Right.
In which case you wouldn't be able to swap for it.
Well, let's see if it's a token or a
let's
coin.
See. Yeah,
because if it's a token, you might not be able to swap in Ledger Live, but you can DEX.
Yeah. Let's check it out. DOVU.
Yep.
Okay.
DOVU.
All right, we're gonna go to CoinGecko, a trusted source of information.
Dovu.
All right. Yeah, it's definitely an ETH token. Yeah, so so you might be able to use a DEX to do that, depending on where you're at. You can do I believe Paraswap and OneInch are not available for residents of the US.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
So Uniswap is the only option.
So Uniswap. Let's see. we don't have a lot of questions coming in, so we can definitely connect.
Uniswap?
Yeah, you want
let's
to
do it.
connect to it? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, let's get connected to Uniswap and go through that. I believe last time I connected to Uniswap, I had to use the Coinbase wallet.
You can't
Yeah,
use MetaMask?
yeah, for whatever reason. Oh, here we go. It popped up. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we can use MetaMask. Okay. Ledger 1.
Okay.
Cool. And then we want to switch to Ethereum.
Yep. Network.
Okay,
And
cool.
search the token right there.
So we want to go from ETH to DOVU.
Yeah. Yep. So it's available.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
So yeah, you can use Uniswap.
Yeah. And let's see. So that's a bit. So yeah. So the reason you can't do it in Ledger Live is because we don't have a swap provider, most likely, that's able to facilitate that. But if you, depending on where you live, if you're not in the U.S., if you're somewhere overseas from the U.S. in a country that is supported, if you go to Ledger Live, hide this for a minute, and then you go up here to the Discover tab, and you go to 1inch right here. This is what's known as a DEX aggregator. So this will actually search for all possible swaps from all the different decentralized exchanges and give you the best rate possible. And it uses Uniswap as one of them.
Right.
So let's see if we can do it from here.
Don't move.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we're gonna go ahead and.
Everyone.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, you'd be able to swap if you're in a place that 1inch and Paraswap is legal to use in. So basically outside the United States, you'd be able to swap for using this.
Right.
Otherwise, connecting directly to
Uniswap works fine too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
MK staking.
Can you explain the Cardano staking?
Yeah. What specific questions? MK.
Yeah.
But we can show them how to stake. You have
Yeah.
any Cardano?
I don't know if I have Cardano.
I staked Cardano earlier today.
Did you?
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Let's see. I think I have some Cardano.
Yeah, so MK, please clarify what you mean by explain the Cardano staking. As far as the process goes, right, you just delegate your Cardano to Ledger Figment.
I do have some Cardano.
Okay, you can stake.
Nice.
Yeah, you basically essentially delegate your Cardano to Ledger Figment, and in return, they give you a return of the share. Obviously, they take a commission. But as far as staking goes, you do have to stake your entire amount if you're using Ledger Live.
Yeah,
that's something we're trying to fix.
Well, that's how Cardano works in general.
Really?
Yeah. So Cardano is a liquid staking platform.
So you can't stake a custom amount.
No, you stake your entire balance.
Oh.
And it's and what's really cool about Cardano is once you create a staked account, once you stake your balance of Cardano, you can still withdraw and send Cardano to your wallet without having to withdraw it from the stake pool, without having to do anything. Yeah. It's very liquid. It's very fluid. Yeah. And so if you were to send, let's say you were to stake 100 Cardano, and then a week later you sent 100 more Cardano to your account, it's going to automatically add that to the stake balance, and you're going to accrue rewards on that. But then you can withdraw at any time.
And rewards are automatically compounded. Yes. You don't have to manage anything.
Yeah.
And there's no lockup period either.
And there's no lockup.
Yeah, so.
Cardano is like easy mode for staking.
Right.
Pretty
no
much.
lockup period, really no restrictions, right?
Yeah.
You need to move it, you can move it.
Yeah, it's very nice. But to stake it, let's stake my Cardano.
Yep.
Let's go here. Earn rewards. Let me back up and show you.
There's a stake button if you just go to the top.
If you go to the portfolio and you go to the stake button right here, it'll show you all the different chains that you can stake. We will select.
It's
not
hasn't been added.
No, it hasn't been added. It's very new.
Yeah, version 2.66 is when they implemented it.
Yep, this is just as the latest version. So let's go to Cardano.
Look right here.
Okay. Yeah, you can also click down here.
Yeah. Either or works.
Cool.
Continue.
And then we'll stake it to Ledger by Figment, but you can choose any validator you want,
right?
Based on the commissions that they take. I'm just going to do it to Ledger Figment because I just know I can trust them. Right. I have all my other assets staked to them. All right.
Continue.
Continue.
And there's going to be a 2 ADA fee.
Yep.
So we're just gonna sign. There's gonna be quite a bit of transaction that you have to approve. So right, it's gonna tell you the transaction fees. You're gonna have to confirm it. Press both buttons. You're gonna have to register your staking key. Confirm. Delegate stake to the pool. Confirm staking key. Confirm delegation. Confirm transaction.
Lots of confirmations.
Right. Boom, and it'll take a few minutes.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
So now
It'll take a few minutes.
yeah.
It took me a few minutes,
Oh,
and then it
to
appears right here. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So we can just go to the portfolio tab and circle back to it
Cool.
after we answer another question.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, awesome, Angie. Okay, cool. Oh,
Cheery.
okay, awesome. Yeah, if you yeah, awesome. You'll get contacted by an agent within the next couple of days, within the next day or so.
Right.
And yeah, definitely include screenshots, as much information as you can to help them. And yeah, we'll get you taken care of.
Cheery.
Jerry.
Yep.
When Arweave wallet on Nano Ledger, please. Yeah, so Arweave is not supported, but I do believe that there's a third-party wallet.
Is it?
Right?
Let's check.
Let's check. All
Let's
right.
check.
Let's go to the My Ledger tab.
Are we?
I thought I remember seeing that.
Yeah, I got it.
Sweet. Yeah, we do have Arweave. All right, so you need to install the Arweave app.
Install it. You're running out of memory.
I know.
You have a lot of apps
I
installed.
have so much going on this poor computer right now. Let's go ahead and close some of these excess tabs. All right, so that Learn More button kicks us out to this Help Center article, which we definitely need to make a note of that because that's not the right one.
Yeah.
So let's find Arweave.
Yep.
All right, cool.
AR.
AR. All right, so Arweave. So let's see. Yeah, so the Arweave web wallet. All right, cool. Got a video here. Oh, you see it?
Yep. So it is available to Nano S.
Yep.
So I think they had a Nano S, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's
So they
in
should be
Nano S.
able. You should be able to create your wallet.
Yeah.
Link of this article.
Definitely. Arweave. There you go. So this will show you how to manage your Arweave using your Nano with the Arweave web wallet. And it's just as secure as doing it in Ledger Live. It's just a little bit less convenient because you have to kind of go outside of Ledger Live, but it's still cold storage. You're still securing it with your Nano. It's just Ledger Live hasn't quite been set up yet to be able to handle that.
And all transactions made, you still need the approval of your Ledger device. So nothing changes. Like Tim mentioned earlier with Phantom, all you're essentially doing is exporting your public key, right? And that's it.
Yep.
You want to circle back to the MK's Cardano?
Yeah, let's do that.
It should appear because it took me like a few minutes. The delegation appeared.
Oh. Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
So
you lost 288, but hopefully you'll make it back.
Yeah. With enough time, I will.
Yeah.
I believe Cardano is around 4 to 5% ish reward. So it'll take a little bit with only 20 ADA, but I got nothing but time, so it's cool.
I mean, if you're holding it, then obviously, why not?
Yeah. And this is for testing purposes, though. Yeah. All right, cool. Cruise, y'all skip. Oh, let me go back up. Sorry about that, Cruise. Let's see.
This one.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I can swap XRP for USDC. Possibly. It depends on whether or not. Yeah, it depends on whether or not the swap providers have that. But I believe, if you're in the US at least, I believe I saw it as an option.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You should be able to swap.
Yeah. Let's
go. I know you can buy XRP in the US unless you live in New York, I believe.
Yeah, I think
some states.
Yeah. Yeah, so Changelly supports swapping XRP.
Yeah.
So you can swap XRP for USDC.
Yeah, just depends on where you live. You might have different providers.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Changely is not in the U.S.
Oh, it's not.
No,
Oh, you know what?
because you're on
I'm on
Yeah.
the I'm on the network, the
Yeah.
company network. Yeah,
we're on the company network.
that's
so-
very confusing. Yeah. All right, cool. But I believe that I did see it even on the other network. I think that because after the results of what happened in court or whatever, pretty much everyone turned it back on.
Yeah. And of course, right, you can move the XRP to an exchange, swap it on, let's say, Coinbase, Binance, Crypto.com, and then move your funds right back to your Ledger wallet. Obviously, a little inconvenience, but that's a workaround.
It looks like you also said so you can secure your XRP profits, USDC. Yep, if you want. Sure. Yep.
Sorry about that, Cruz.
Yeah, my bad, Cruz. Didn't see that. Okay. There we go. All right. Sweet, MK. Looks like we answered your question. Awesome. And it looks like we kind of hit the end of the questions. If anyone has any other questions, feel free to drop them. We'll do our best to answer. But should we just kind of show them some stuff?
Yeah, let's. You want to show them anything? I mean, I want to show them scam NFTs because I was helping a customer today.
Let's do it. Yeah, I'll let you take the
And,
reins on that. Here's the mouse.
Yeah, so I helped a customer today. They unfortunately got tricked, social engineered into going to a scam website, right? Let me show you guys. So some of these scam NFTs, hopefully you guys can see, are going to prompt you to a website. Unfortunately, the customer got tricked, and obviously NFTs like this, right? You have 2,000 USDC. It's too good to be true. A good analogy that Tim always mentioned is it's like a phishing email of Web3, but in NFT form. Anytime that you guys get some of these NFTs, right, and it looks too good to be true, saying, "Oh, if you won $2,000, go to this site to claim your airdrop," it's going to be a scam. So the best practice to do here is to hide the NFT or to not interact with it at all. Your computer.
Yeah, it always starts to do that during these streams.
I'll
just exit real quick.
The best practice is to, while Tim is fixing that, the best practice is to hide the NFTs, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Give us a second here while we pop that back up. But yeah, NFTs are going to be very common on networks such as Polygon or networks where fees are extremely cheap, right? These scammers try to target people on these networks because, like I said, fees are really cheap, so they can perform a batch transaction and send thousands of these scam NFTs to one person, right? And they just need to scam one person, and they made their money back plus more. Very unfortunate, but yeah, what you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to just right-click and hide your NFT. And as you guys can see, Tim has a bunch of scam NFTs. We have this voucher USDC coin. We have Base, Airdrop, right? Base is something new with Coinbase, of course. Click on it. And as you guys can see, it always prompts you to go to one of these websites. Yeah, some website, right? It wants you to connect your wallet, sign transactions, send your crypto away. You can see here. Base airdrop is live. Claim your, obviously it's a scam, right? So every time we enlarge an image, that's when it freezes. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that because a customer today that I helped lost quite a bit of money, and they didn't know any better. So
yeah,
it's an expensive learning lesson. I hope none of you guys get scammed. Just if you guys see any NFTs, make sure you hide it. Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, well, not really. Just like to kind of reiterate, like if you weren't expecting it, like there are such things as legitimate airdrops. People get airdrops all the time, like for specific chains, but it always requires certain work to be done by the user to the point where that user is now expecting that. Like like the Flare airdrop for XRP, you had to actually go in and register an ETH address to get these Flare tokens on the EVM Flare network, and it was a whole thing, and it was expected. Yeah. So if you were to have gotten communication from Flare saying, "Hey, expect your airdrop," then it wouldn't be a surprise and it would be legitimate. But if it's just random out of the blue and it just shows up in your wallet, it's a scam. 100%.
Too good to be true deals. That's like how I like to see it.
Yep.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, I think we're back. All right, cool. Yeah. Looks like
Core.
Yeah.
Core.
Yeah. Caspa. Let's see. Caspa. I believe that one was being talked about. Let me take a look.
Caspa.
This is one that pops up quite a bit. Yeah, okay, so yeah, it's on the roadmap, Caspa. Yes, I can confirm that Caspa is on the roadmap. Now, what does that mean? Like it's on the roadmap. So whenever it comes to integrating new coins into Ledger Live, each blockchain is very different. They're all built very different. They have their own security models. They have their own way of doing things, and so it's not as simple as just like flipping the switch in Ledger Live to add support. Like all that support has to be built into the user interface of Ledger Live to be able to handle it. And so, each blockchain does come with its unique challenges. And so it makes it incredibly difficult for us to give like an exact time frame. Like, okay, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but when can I do this? We don't really know. We usually don't know until like a week before, like our developers will announce like, hey, good news, in the next update to Ledger Live, we were able to gain support for these coins, these tokens. And so we don't really know until like we're told that it's done. And so I just looked in our internal channel and I can see that Caspa is being developed and it is on the roadmap, but there's no ETA given yet. So it would be irresponsible of me to like say like a date that when it was going to be, because I really don't know.
And our developers have to do audits and security checks, right? Your security is our number one priority. So we got to make sure it's fully secure before we push it out to the public.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Right, let's go. Hey. Jay Wee is asking what's the status of Stacks. So there's going to be an update coming out
very soon.
Very soon.
Yeah, very soon.
I don't know the exact like time that's going to come out, but it's going to be very soon. We just kind of got like word from our internal channels like, hey, so we're going to be putting out an announcement on the status of the Stacks. So monitor your email addresses, the email address that you use to place a pre-order, and you should receive some communication soon regarding the Ledger Stacks.
And we'll probably give an update on Twitter too.
Yes.
So make sure you guys follow us on Twitter.
Good point. Yep. Okay, looks like Michael Shoemaker is asking, is there any timeline of when the Ergo app will be approved and leave developer mode? And are you aware of any effort to add Ergo to Ledger Live? Well, let me go ahead and check the same way I just did with Caspa.
Ergo. I think it's an app already.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm pretty sure there is an Ergo app. Let's see.
Are you on developer mode?
I think so.
Okay.
At least so. We'll see. Yeah, I think developer mode. Yep. Okay. Ergo. Yep. Yeah. So there is the Ergo app, and
doesn't route you to the right article.
Yeah. All right. Cool. And we can go here. Go ahead and hide Ledger Live real quick.
Okay, let's read.
All right.
How to store Ergo with Ledger.
Perfect.
Nautilus Web Wallet.
The Nautilus Web Wallet. Okay, cool. So it looks like it's an extension. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. So if we go here, kind of Nautilus Web Wallet. Yeah, you can just add to Chrome. Then you can follow these instructions here to connect your ledger to it. It's got some graphics, and then that's going to be the best way to store and manage your Ergo. Yeah. Let me go ahead and drop this article for you.
And they're also asking about support in Ledger Live as far as Ergo goes. That's obviously we don't have an ETA, right?
Same story as Caspa. Like, depending on what specific challenges, how complicated the process is to get it integrated, it could take a lot of time. It could take very short time. We really never know until like
and the demand too. The community, the bigger the community is, the more people ask for it, then obviously, it's higher on our priority list
it'll get bumped
to
up.
implement that, right?
Yep.
There's tons of coins out there. We can't implement it all at once. So
we want to.
Yeah.
But it takes time. Possible. Yeah, it takes time.
Akeem.
Akeem, oh man, I'm not even gonna try. I apologize. I'm terrible with names. Akeem, you're asking if I delete an account in the Ledger Live, for example, XRP account, how do I find it back?
You just re-add it.
Just re-add
it. Let's show. Let's delete accounts.
Let's do it. So you asked about XRP specifically.
Yeah, so let's delete your XRP account again.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go here and be like, oh, I want to mess with this account. Oh shoot, I just removed it from my portfolio. So now it's gone. So I deleted it. But the good news is your accounts are all derived from the recovery phrase that's stored in your Nano. And your crypto doesn't actually exist here in Ledger Live. Like if I wanted to, I could go up and I can remove all these accounts. I could reset Ledger Live, and then I can just go ahead and add each one of these accounts back again.
Right.
So show you what that looks like. Got the XRP app open.
Yep, and 26 XRP will appear.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it so many times today that I just know how much you have.
Yep, you know my XRP bag. All right, so XRP. I always do it, and then you can just add it right back in, and then there it is. Yep. Now keep in mind, if the recovery phrase that's stored in your Nano changes, or if you have a second Nano that has a different recovery phrase.
You want to show up for demonstration? You want to remove that account and then put that on here?
Let's do it. Yeah, we have time.
All right, so what Tim is going to do is we're going to remove that XRP account with the 26 XRP that you guys can see. And like he mentioned before, both these devices have different recovery phrase loaded on them. Mm-hmm. So when we add, when we connect, what was it, Tim? Okay. You didn't tell everybody. So what's going to happen now is when Tim adds a XRP account, he's not going to, the 26 XRP account is not going to be appearing. Mm-hmm. So let's just remove, you want to remove that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's remove that. Just to give people more clarity on how recovery phrases and private key for certain accounts work.
But keep in mind, you don't have to remove, we don't have to remove it if we don't want to. You can add as many different accounts from as many different Nanos and recovery phrases as you want in Ledger Live.
Yeah, just rename it to organize it, right?
Yeah.
Because from my experience, helping many people, there's usually an organizational issue that arises from stuff like this. Yeah. Multiple Ledger devices.
This is why I always go in and give it unique names. So like the SG, in case you're wondering what does SG mean, this Nano S Plus right here is the Stadium Goods model.
Yeah.
So I know that any account that I add with this with dash SG belongs to this Nano. That way I don't get confused and try to access an account with the wrong Nano. So for this one, I'm just going to do dash X. So it's for my
basic.
Just my Nano X. Yep. And I add that in.
And boom.
And it is down here with 0 XRP.
Yeah, 0.
Yep.
Cool. Yep. Hopefully that answers your question, Akeem.
Yep. All right. Ooh. Like we got a question about Kadena from Han. Hey, how you doing, Han? You're asking when Kadena. Kadena. Let's look it up.
ADA, right?
Yeah. Is that an IBC chain?
Not 100%. Sure.
Or it might be. Let's look it up. I always get these confused. KDA. Okay, yeah, it's a Cosmos ecosystem. Yeah. So you don't want to use Kepler for this.
Yeah.
So
is it supported in Ledger Live?
I don't think so. Let me.
Let's check.
Yeah.
See, there's so many different coins.
I know. It's so hard to keep up with it all.
So many.
Yeah.
Thousands.
I almost feel like I know less than when I first started with the company, just because
because there's so many.
Yeah, the more you learn, the more you realize like there's just the rabbit hole never ends.
Right.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so we definitely do have the Kadena app.
Yep.
Oh, nice. That opened up right to the Kadena, so we can go here. Let's see.
Kadena transfer. Yep.
Okay. And it is saying to use Kadena transfer.
Yep.
Interesting. I feel like you could just use Kepler too. Let's see. Let me open up Kepler real quick.
Mhm.
Oh, maybe not. Okay. So
Yeah.
our Help Center article writers are smarter than I am. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll go back here. Let's open up the Kadena transfer.
Yeah, that was it.
All right. So we got that opened up. And then we get the Kadena app installed on the ledger from here. We'll go ahead and just do that. Dang, I have a lot of apps on this NanoX.
Yeah. You have a lot of apps on both devices.
Yeah. But this one I actually use. The
Yeah.
Nano X is just for like to show like recovery phrase issues and
Yeah.
stuff. I find it's easier to only have the work crypto on a single nano.
Right.
It's real confusing. All right, cool. We'll get that installed.
And while that's installing,
Yeah.
let's address Dustin 158.
Oh yeah. All right, cool.
Since people are asking, and I have curious, how about Nexa kind of ledger new? No worries,
Yeah.
Dustin.
Yeah, no worries.
Nexa, another coin.
Let's look into it.
Yeah.
Let's finish with this Kadena.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't have that showing. I was just installing the Kadena app here from the My Ledger tab. So we'll go ahead and get out of the My Ledger tab now that's installed. And then we can go back to Chrome. And we got the Kadena transfer website. So we want to open up the Kadena app. And then the Kadena is displayed. The ledger account in the top menu. So we can go over here. Where is it?
Show ledger.
Ah, there it is. All
Then
right.
you're gonna connect.
NanoX. Connect. And looks like it definitely generated it. So let's sign with the ledger and transfer.
Well, you don't have
Oh,
data, so
Oh, this is really, wow. Cool.
Yeah.
This is like bare bones.
Yeah.
This is kind of cool.
Yep.
Yeah. So you basically just establish that connection and then you'll be able to send.
let's click verify and see what happens. Verify right here.
Oh, yeah.
By public key
Cool.
address. Yeah.
Sweet.
So that matches up.
Yeah. It's a very basic user interface, but it'll
Looks
let
simple.
it'll let you view your assets. It'll let you send your assets.
Yep.
This is gonna be the way to do it.
Yep, and that specific address that you guys see on the screen, the KC or K3C, that address is derived from the recovery phrase on this ledger device.
Yep.
So all you're essentially doing, like I want to mention again, is you're just exporting the public key.
Yeah.
You're using Kadena coin transfer to manage, view your assets, perform any transactions. So no security risk whenever you connect your ledger to a third-party wallet,
Yeah.
as long as you go through the hardware connection.
Yeah. Never import your
Yeah,
recovery
never
phrase.
type in your 24-word recovery phrase.
Cool. Let's
Cool.
drop this.
All right,
Kadena.
and let's address Mr. Dustin 158's question.
Yes, sir.
Nexa.
Nexa. Let's look into this. All
Nexa.
right. Back here. Check out. There we go.
Yep.
Right there. All right. Oh, it's a layer one. It's
Layer
its
one,
own blockchain. All right. So next step, now that we know it's a layer one blockchain and not a token, go back to Ledger Live and see if there is a Nexa app. If not, then we'll talk about kind of how that.
There you go.
If not, then we'll talk about what that means and how to get the process started.
Next.
There is no Nexa app. All right. So, do you want to, or do you want me to?
You can.
Yeah. All right, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys our developer website. So I'll open up a new tab here. I'm going to go to developers.ledger.com. So this is the first step, and I'll drop this here in the chat for you guys. So basically, where the Nano apps initially come from is the developers of that specific blockchain. So in this case, the Nexa developers may be like, man, it'd be really cool if our blockchain was supported in Ledger Live, like bring in a bunch more users into the ecosystem. So what they would do is they would go to this website, developers.ledger.com, and then click here on the embedded app, and that's the first step. And this will give some like a brief explanation of what the embedded apps are and like where they come from. But furthermore, it'll also give all the tools because it's open source for those developers to build a custom Nexa app for Ledger Live. And then they'll be able to submit that to our developers, and then it'll go through some security reviews. Then it'll get published to Ledger Live. And so the first step, after we accept it and it gets into Ledger Live, is that it will become one of these apps right here.
Yep.
Let me scroll down a little bit. That says requires third party, like VeChain, for instance. And so then the Nexa community would have to have a wallet, like a third party wallet software that they enable a connection to a Ledger device. And so then you'd be able to use their custom Nano app on your Ledger to connect to their wallet and manage it with cold storage.
Yep.
And then from there, the developers can work together to get full support integrated into Ledger Live. But as we explained, that can be a lengthy process sometimes.
First step's usually the app development, then second step is the third party wallet, and last step is within Ledger Live.
Yep, exactly right. So I will go ahead and in case you are like if you follow Nexa like on Discord or on Twitter or whatever social media they use, reach out to them and just be like, hey, I'd really like to be able to store my Nexa on Ledger. Can you guys check this out and see if it'll be feasible? And then you can actually send them this link right here. The Nano app production. Yeah, and you can share that with them and be like, hey, here's how to get started, and hopefully they build a Nano app and submit it to us. Yep. Yeah, no, I totally understand, Dustin. It's and most likely if this is a blockchain that is like getting support, like they're probably already aware of the steps that they would need to take in order to do this. It's a kind of a small community, so like. I'm sure that they are already aware, but mostly just like getting feedback from their user base on demand and just like, oh, hey, we got another user asking about like Ledger support. Maybe we should start looking into this.
Right.
So it never hurts to like reach out and just mention it if you have the means to do so. I think Discord's usually.
Discord. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Gimi.
Gimi. Gimi. When are you going to release Ledger Stacks? So we don't have an exact release date, but we do have communication coming out very soon.
Yeah,
so
very soon.
Monitor your email and
Twitter,
and you will receive the update as soon as we drop it.
Yep.
All right. Cool. I think
that's every question.
That's pretty much every question.
Monitor. That's every question.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, you are much better at monitoring that than I am. When I do this myself, I get lost. I get skip questions, and I'm always going through afterwards, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I missed all these people's questions. So if I ever do miss your questions, it's nothing personal. I'm just not that good at monitoring questions. All right, cool. But I think we can probably give ourselves an extra 5 minutes back to our day. Call it a little early. But I really appreciate you guys coming out to these streams. Yeah, and I'm sorry if we weren't able to give you like the answers you were hoping for, specifically around stacks. We don't have a lot of information right now. Like our team specifically, customer support, it's definitely like a comms and like it's on them to decide when and what to say. And so like we don't really have a lot of like insight into that. We're still kind of just like waiting like everybody else. So if we couldn't get you a satisfactory answer, we do apologize, but we hope that we were able to help some people.
Right. We definitely did. Definitely did.
Yeah.
So,
do you have anything else to add?
No, just we have a stream this Friday, Bitcoin stream. We're going to be talking a lot about Bitcoin, everything about it, everything you need to know how to secure your Bitcoin. Leave a like, comment if you guys have any ideas or videos you guys like to see.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next week or on Friday. But as far as the AMA goes, we'll see you guys next Wednesday, 4 p.m. Pacific. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to show up and we'll be glad to help you guys out. So, without further ado, take care, everybody.
Bye,
Peace.
everybody.